Hey, this
Share
is
my,
Mark with DealerRater and Cars.com. This is the ninth step in the training series, the 10 steps to DealerRater success, how to sell more cars with DealerRater and social. And I'm actually on the Zoom call here with Diane Dumont, one of our very best success managers. Diane, you want to say a few words about yourself?
yes, hi. I've been with DealerRater for 3 years. Excuse me. I've been with DealerRater for 11 years, and that's a big difference. And I've been working many different dealerships out of different states, and today I work with major groups. But again, I'm glad to be with Mark talking about how to respond to a review.
Cool. And guys, keep in mind it's a best practice for the dealership to respond to every review. If it's a positive review or if it's a negative review, you can respond to every review. We also have a tool within DealerRater that Diane can explain where if it's a negative review, the review is held for 14 days, and then you can work it out with the customer. And also, one thing to keep in mind, this is for the salespeople and the managers, is that only the dealership admin people can respond to the reviews. So, but you want to make sure that this gets done because it's extremely critical. So Diane, if you could share your screen,
All right.
and Diane is going to go through a demonstration of how to do this from the dealership's point of view.
Okay. Daughter of Grand Island. Thank you. And so this is the main page, and you'll see that, the latest reviews here. Now, to respond it, as Mark said, it needs to be an admin. The admin could be the general manager, sales manager, internet manager, or whoever the dealership deems as the DealerRater champion. So from this point, you should have a password, okay? You go up to the right hand of this dark blue panel and click on Dealer Panel. From this point, once it loads up, it says there's 4 reviews needing, right here, it says respond now to 4 reviews needing resolution. That means that these reviews were negative and they're within the 14 days, okay? So we're gonna hit this, respond now, and it's gonna pull up those 4 negative reviews. Now, the first one, the first couple, these are Google reviews. There is a difference. You can respond to Google reviews, but it's only public response, which means that public response that you make, dealership, is going to show right below that negative review. And, it shows it not only may open up a conversation with Nolan Macero here, for instance, but it's also going to show your future customers that you do care about your negative reviews and you'd like to try to resolve and show your you work through the review. Now, scrolling down, you can see I'm going to do, and you can, how to do this is you hit the respond button over here to the right. It's big orange. Here's a DealerRater review, Wiley 979. And this was written March 11th. Again, you've got that 14 days. You want to respond and open up lines of communication to talk to the person. Now you can see view details. That will show you the entire one, the entire. Scroll down a little bit and you can respond privately or publicly. So in this case, where it's a negative review, respond privately. Here in this space here, you're going to write your private response. You want to not get personal, like, he said, she said, he said, or she said, but you do want to, say, I'm sorry for your experience. Let's see what we can work out, or give me a call. You can have usually the general manager, sales manager, or something like that be listed to give a call to. Now, so that respond privately. Hopefully you hear back from the dealer, from the customer. Now, once that review, let's say they don't respond back and the review is not resolved at all, it's going to stay negative. The next best step is respond publicly. When you respond publicly, this is really for you future customers again, to show them that you did try to respond. Customers know that people are not perfect. They're not going to get all 5-star reviews. And it's really like people like to see that you tried to work this out. And then you just send response. And that's it.
Diane, can you go over to where they would actually respond to the positive reviews, since these were just the negative reviews?
Absolutely. Okay, so we're going to go back up to the top. So go to reviews. Okay, up here on the dashboard, reviews, this tab, all reviews. Now, my theory too, and to respond to all reviews, here's a great review from Roberta Rivers, is that they took the time to write a review. So I think, not just I think, it's a good idea to respond and take the time to write thank you for the positive review. For instance, they worked with Josh here. Thank you. Josh is a great salesperson. I'm glad you had a good experience. Something like that. So then you respond here. Okay. So again, you don't get that private response button. But if you view details, you can, I'm sorry. If you view details, you can go back to respond privately. But in a positive review, you really want to do it, respond publicly. Okay. So hit the button, write your private response, send response. Okay. That's about it as far as responding to reviews. I can go over it again quickly if you'd like.
No. So really what the dealership needs to do is respond to all reviews. And if it's a negative review and it's sent to DealerRater, then they can work it out with the customer. And from what I understand is if they work it out with the customer, their negative review could actually be removed if they get an email in writing from the customer.
Absolutely.
That the issue's been resolved, then that negative review can be removed. If it's a positive review, they should just always respond. And if for some reason, if the dealer doesn't have the time or they're always busy selling cars, then we have a product called auto response, which would allow DealerRater with live people to respond on behalf of the dealership for the reviews. And if the dealer's interested, they could actually set that up as well.
Absolutely. And it's great because every response is made. It's not a canned response. Every response is made by a live human being, as Mark said, and it's different, and it relates to the actual review. And with that, when it's set up, you can put the name of the person, for instance, general manager, and if the general manager wanted their phone number or just their email address to be able for them to reach out to. So it's a great service. Right. And now I just want to go ahead.
And then lastly, Diane, the cool thing about this from what I look at is that the dealer could respond to reviews on not just DealerRater. They can respond to reviews that are just on cars.com, if they're on Google or if they're on Facebook. So it's almost like with this product, they're getting 4 platforms to review and to respond to reviews on from one login tool.
Absolutely. But remember, except for DealerRater, you can only do a public response on Google, Facebook, and Cars. Right. And like Mark said as well, it saves you from going to Google to find out what Google is saying about you, what Facebook is saying about you. It's a one-stop program that will be able to, you'll be able to just look at that.
Well, Diane, thank you so much for demonstrating this. Guys, this is step number 9 in the 10 steps to DealerRater success on responding to every review. Best regards, Mark with Cars.com and DealerRater, and we're here with the awesome Diane Dumont. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, everyone.